come up yet. Oh yes, it has. There we are.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hello, if you're there right from the beginning, just getting everything technical sorted out. Okay, getting there. Susan. Good evening. Hi Lara. Hi Kelly. Hi Jan. Hi Gavin. Hello Wendy. Hi Tanya. Hi Anthony. Hi Emma Prema. And anyone else who's there, if you feel like popping a hello in the comments, then we can say hello to you too. Hi Elizabeth. Hi Jenny. Hello Mum. Hi Katerina. Hi Fiona. Hi Rosemary. Hi Sharamel. Hi Marie. Amazing to see you all here. Hi Marina. Hi Andrew. Hello Gabriella. I've just written, I've put day 30. Realised I just put day 38 in the description. It's day 36. Maybe I'll change that later. Yeah, let's leave that for now. You help me remember.
Yeah.
So, hi Wendy. Hi Caroline, hi Ian, hi Ritza. Hi Damon, welcome one and all. Amazing to see you all here. I've just noticed that I've written day 38 rather than day 36 in the description, which is a typo, but it's complicated to go and edit it all now. So I'll do that at the end, but it is day 36. Welcome. Not day 38. Help me remember at the end. And also, I just want to mention, hopefully it's not been confusing. I posted earlier that we're in the process of day 36. Nice. I'm in the process of changing my name to Camilla. If you didn't see that post earlier, it's on my page and my profile if you're interested as to why. It's in sort of alignment with the new album coming out, and I wouldn't usually do something like that in the middle of like a daily live stream to try and prevent confusion, but we're just doing this for the foreseeable future while we're in lockdown to keep everybody's spirits lifted. So we're also running parallel to that, getting ready for the single to be released that we've been telling you about this week, and then the album coming in a little while. It's going to take, I think, a bit of time anyway for everything to change over, so hopefully you won't have too much trouble finding me. I did a little test earlier. If you search for Elise Camilla or Elise Your Cohen or Camilla, it seems to bring everything up. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to find us. And also, some of you may have spotted that we're now live streaming due to Charlie's technical genius to both my page and also my profile, because we've got different friends and family who are in the friends profile thing and people who've liked the page. So you can join either, but also if some of you wondered last night, maybe why you didn't see friends and family in the comments popping up, it's because they're probably watching the other one. I've put in the description details about that, and again, hopefully you can find whichever one you want to be a part of.
You could also send out invites via Discord as well and link all of it together so we can pull in the text to one place.
That's the next step. We're in a process. Some people who are...
Yeah, I've heard of Discord.
Yeah. Basically, the reason why we're trying to stream to multiple platforms is because people who very sweetly follow my newsletter are not on Facebook, and they've asked if we can do something to somewhere outside of the need to be members of Facebook or Instagram and stuff. So we're sort of in a process of being able to stream to multiple platforms. So, all the technical stuff aside, hopefully you can hear us all okay. I haven't had any reports that you can't yet, so that's great.
No deep voices?
Huh? no weird sounds. Hi Kelly.
I think you sound great with a deep voice.
Should have kept it up. And hello to Darren and anyone else who's joined us. So let's begin then. Okay. Meditation to start us off. So once you've got everything set up and you're ready to find a comfortable seat, then I invite you to close your eyes. And let's just take a moment to stop. So invite your body into a comfortable position. Let the spine move a little until you feel a sense of lengthening and softening. And then in your own time, take a few deep breaths. Enjoy the sensation of the lungs filling up and the rib cage expanding as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel how the body relaxes and releases a layer of tension. And in your own time, I invite you just to breathe deeply, perhaps even with a sigh on the out-breath, or a yawn if it comes, or maybe even some sound, letting your body do whatever it feels it needs to relax and release and let go of anything that isn't serving and supporting you in this moment. And as you feel your body softening, welcome yourself to this practice wholeheartedly. Welcoming whatever's flowing in your river at this time. Perhaps acknowledging any waves that are rising up as a result of this 40-day practice. And just gently reassuring yourself that everything passes. And so if any uncomfortable emotions arise as a part of the process of healing, as a part of the medicine that these mantras offer for us to release whatever is not in harmony with their vibration. Just taking a deep breath and relaxing as you remind yourself that everything will pass and that it's like a detox for the energy body and the emotional body. And we can just offer it all to the mantras, all to the divine. And as you continue to breathe deeply, as a few words of kind inspiration, I'm going to read a brief quote from Mahatma Gandhi that says, "I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. I salute that source in you. Let us work together for unity and peace." So let us work together for unity and peace through these prayers, through these connections of the heart, even as we sit seemingly separated in our homes, yet mystically connected through the vibrations. Bring your awareness to your heart center, maybe placing a hand there in the middle of the chest. And let's all take a moment in silence to invite the heart to speak its prayers of peace and healing and unity that inspired us to gather in this way. And then let's chant 3 Oms to begin and to send out those prayers. Inhaling. Namaste. So another very warm welcome to everyone who's joined us recently, and just a very brief word again that we're streaming both to my page and also my profile, because we've got different people connected to both. So if you're not finding your friends on one or the other, that might be why, and you can choose whichever one you want to be on, but there will just mean different comments, different people in the comments. So we've got both windows open tonight so we can see you on both.
Using more bandwidth up, aren't you?
As long as it works. Okay, so I'm going to invite us to dive straight into the green goddess Tara, the mother of the Buddha's mantra for support, for comfort and healing and protection. The words are Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha, and if you need them, they're in the comments. If you scroll to the top, hopefully you'll be able to find my post. Great, some people have got both windows open too.
Great, it looks like we've got loads more speakers.
Join both parties. That's fantastic, I love that.
That's great fun.
So let's call in that protection and that healing energy, that green universal colour of healing and regeneration and growth, like the beautiful leaves on the trees at the moment, that bright, vibrant spring energy. And with this energy, Tara helps us to very swiftly remove any fear and any ignorances that stand in our pathway to healing.
Is there a login or something? The sound should be streaming. You just turn the volume up on the device.
Thank you, Marina, for helping. If it's the sound, sometimes in the bottom of the video, bottom right corner, there's like a little kind of microphone, and if it's got a cross on it, then it's muted. Usually, quite often, when you scroll through Facebook, it'll be like automatically muted, and so you need to, exactly. So you need to click that, and then you'll get sound as well as visual. So, as many of us know, because we've all been here many of us have been here since the beginning, and also people have been, thanks for a minute. Okay. Some people are joining us even today, which is wonderful. We've been diving into these mantras each night, and the Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian practice, a prayer for peace and healing and forgiveness and reconciliation, was the original inspiration to do this 40-day practice, and then we bookended it with supporting healing mantras. And each night I've been sharing various words of inspiration, and in particular from this wonderful book by Ulrich Dupre, who writes about Ho'oponopono. And tonight I thought I'd read again his explanation of the 4 sentences that come along with the Ho'oponopono practice. So the I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, just to deepen that understanding. So, I am sorry. And just before I read this, I just want to give a little preamble, because I'm not going to read it, but just to know that this is just a very courageous, compassionate practice where we take responsibility for healing not only what might be happening in our personal experience, but acknowledging that because we're all connected in a collective experience, we can actually begin by working on ourselves, which is the principle of all the mantras. But in the Ho'oponopono Hawaiian tradition, the shamans go through this particular process of acknowledging, which is the I'm sorry, it's the acknowledgement, and then this clearing away of whatever negative energy is associated with either a personal problem or conflict or a global one, a bit like we're experiencing now. Okay, so what do these 4 sentences mean? I am sorry. I apologise. I perceive that I suffer, and that connects me to my feelings. I no longer reject the problem, but recognise my learning task. I or my forebears, with whom I am connected energetically, genetically, and by tradition as much as by history, have caused harm. I know where I stand and feel remorse. So this is us taking responsibility and acknowledging the situation. And then we begin to clear. So please forgive me. Please forgive me for having, through myself or my forebears, consciously or unconsciously, disturbed you and me in the course of our evolution. Please forgive me for having acted contrary to the divine laws of harmony and love. Please forgive me for having, until now, judged you or the situation, and in the past disregarded our spiritual identity and connectedness. And then, thank you. Thank you, for I understand that the miracle is already underway. I thank God and the angels for the transformation of my request. You could always have love rather than the word God, if that's more comfortable. For me, they're the same. I give thanks because what I have received and what will come to pass is what I have deserved through the law of cause and effect. I give thanks because through the power of forgiveness I am now freed from the energetic chains of the past. I give thanks that I may recognise and join with the source of all being. And then I love you. I love you and I love myself. I see and respect the divine in you. I love and accept the situation just as it is. I love the problem that has come to me to open my eyes. I love you and myself unconditionally with all our weaknesses and faults. Okay, so let's sing the Ho'oponopono. sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. Oh, Ho'oponopono. 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 I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. So welcome again if you've tuned in recently. If you feel to say hello so we know who's there, then please do write us a message in the comments. Let us know where you are so we can send out some love your way, and feel free to put any prayers, any intentions, send any love to other loved ones. Let's sing Om Shrim Mahalakshmiye Swaha. So this mantra is Lakshmi's most well known as the goddess of abundance, and in tradition most commonly she's worshipped to help bring monetary wealth, but actually she's the goddess of abundance in all forms, all natural forms. And it's also very much a healing mantra. If you look back, then you get to the traditions that share that this mantra is very much needed at this time, in this Kali Yuga age, the yogis call it. And it's the energy of it is like a balm. So if you imagine at the moment our earth is, well, it's kind of burning in many ways, and this is like the calming, cooling, soothing balm or salve that you would put on your skin if you burnt your skin.
The opposite of fracking.
Yeah, the opposite of fracking indeed. So those words again are Om Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Swaha. And thanks, Marina, I've seen you've been putting words in for people in the comments, which is great. Oh, lovely. See, now we know you're there. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Maya. Hi, Lou. Hi, Joni. Hi, Ross. It doesn't tell us who's there. So, yeah, it's great to see you. Hi, Felicity. Great. happy birthday.
Nice.
Hi Marie-Louise, hi Nishtala, hi Angeline, hi Kerry. Should we do home bedroom?
Yeah, sure.
So we've been closing with Loka Samasta, Sukhino Bhavantu, but this week's been a bit special because we've been celebrating and excited about the first track of our new mantra album being finished. It's Hung Vajrape. Some of you who've been tuning in all week will have already heard it maybe once or twice. We sent it out to all the crowdfunders, everyone who had supported in the crowdfunding campaign last October, November last year, to give it to them first. And we've been working this week on getting it up online, ready for an official release, which is in progress and hopefully won't take too much longer. But we've also, as this week just felt, celebratory, we also said at the beginning that we'd send it out today on Sunday at the end of the week to everyone who sent us a donation for these online gatherings as a way of saying thank you. We really, really appreciate it. If you are in the position to, please don't worry if you're not. Like us, we're well aware that many people's livelihoods have been drastically altered by this global experience. So it's just a way of saying thank you and giving a little back for those that have been helping us in that way at this time. And we'll get it up online soon, and then it will be downloadable for, I'm sure, a price that everyone will be able to afford. We'll let you know as soon as it's online. So we're gonna sing
mostly.
it now.
It's free mostly to stream.
Well, exactly. Once it's streaming,
It's
it
out
won't
there.
cost you anything. But if you want to get it on our Bandcamp and website, it will be all there as well. It'll be everywhere. So it's Hung Vajrape, and we selected it as the first track to complete because it clears negative energy, and we just felt that it would be a good one to get out there to support people at this time where there's a lot of that flying around the planet, and especially on social media, which is our, well, for many of us, primary medium of connection at the moment. So I don't know about you, but I've had to adopt a pretty strong filter.
This version is slightly different as well. It's a live version.
This is our live version, yeah. Some of you will already have it. So, Hung Vajrape clears negative energy, brings in protection from the Buddhas.
So, do one more?
Locker Summer
Yeah.
Star. So we'll close with Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy, free and at peace. And may our thoughts, words and actions contribute towards that happiness, freedom and peace in our own unique ways. I invite you to close your eyes once more if they're open. Bring the focus inwards again. Connecting once more with the heart center. Inviting your heart to speak its closing prayers. May there be peace on the earth. May there be peace in the heavens. May there be peace upon and within all the waters. And may there be peace in each and every heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's chant one final closing Om and 3 Shantis together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, dear friends and family,
Thanks for joining us, yeah.
for being here. So we'll be here again tomorrow at 9. And it's day 36 today, not 38, for anyone who joined us a little late. That's a typo, I'll change it now. And just to remind you that on Wednesday we're starting an hour later for the evening kirtan, where we share other mantras. So we'll be online 8 till 10, so that we're just more consistent with this 9 till 10-ish. It's getting longer and longer. Session for those that maybe forget what day it is or just forget. And
Play a little outro.
yeah,
While you're doing that.
lovely. I'm going to go and sit down with a cup of tea and open up PayPal and scoop up all your email addresses and send you an email with the Hung Vajra Pay track. And perhaps if you've already received it as a crowdfunder, I invite you to pass it on, to give it to a friend who you think would benefit from it, a friend who you think would appreciate being introduced to this music. Maybe someone who would like to join us on these online gatherings who'd feel supported during this lockdown. So thank you once again. Thank you for your
Thanks.
prayers and comments. Just stay open for a few more minutes while they're coming in. And I'll just say once more for those that tuned in later that hopefully it's not too confusing. I'm in a process of changing my artist name to Kamala. So just keep searching for Kamala or Elise Kamala or Elise Your Cohen, and hopefully you'll still find these live streams. I wouldn't usually do it in the middle of a daily online practice, but we're going to just be here for you until we're allowed to leave the house.
Easy to find, really. Camelo is easy to.
Yeah, in the long run it will be much easier than Elise Your Cohen. We want to do that for the new album release, so it's in process. Hello to Anya. Hi, Nat. Ocean sounds. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
dreaming into the
Just
sea.
reminds me of the ocean.
Oh.
It can't go wrong with ocean sounds.
All right.
Take care.
Good night. Time
Good
for a
for
cup of tea. See you tomorrow.
See you
Take
tomorrow.
care. Bye.